Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Guess what time it is? It's time for Stout Sunday. Stout Sunday of December 11th, 2022, the third Sunday of Advent. And I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Stout Reviews. And I have a stout, and it's called McGuire's Draft Stout. Now, this is kind of weird. It was $6.99 for these 12-ounce bottles. Good deal. Okay. It's black with gold and white, kind of like, Guinness. It's got some kind of ribbon, like a kind of Irish-looking device in the middle, this three-pointed interlocking thing with two hops hanging from it on either side like jewels. And then it says Draft Stout, McGuire's. Now you're telling me it says, produced and bottled by State of Brewing, Waunakee, Wisconsin. 4.2% alcohol, just like Guinness. Okay, this came out last year, 2021. I got to check on that. It might have been 2020. Okay. I had the trademark data. Craig Swinson says, wow, I'm up late enough to catch this live. I work at night. See? But you better get some rest. But yeah, watch this first, then get rest. Okay, thanks for watching. Let me check my records here because I just wrote this thing, notes. Introduced in 2020. Okay, I thought I was wrong, and I was. Okay, never had this in my life. Yeah, well, you don't have Aldi that sells beer where you live? Okay, so State of Brewing, Waunakee, Wisconsin. They've been making so many beers for Aldi, so here we go. Bottle only, no cans. But I'm saying, you think this is really draft? That means not pasteurized, cold filtered. That's what real draft means. We're going to see. I mean, I find it hard to believe, but did make kind of a funny, it's not nitro. If you get Guinness Draft and the can with the widget, it says pasteurized stout. Well, how's it draft if it's pasteurized? Okay. Beige head with carbonation bubbles, not the nitro bubbles. And it's, well, it's raining outside. It's raining outside. It's black, but it would show a little red if I had good lighting on it. Now, as y'all can see, this glass is a 12-ounce glass. Nice looking glass, huh? It's exactly 12 ounces because it held the whole bottle. It's actually a little bit bigger than 12 ounces because once the head settles, there'll be a little bit left. But you can put a whole can or bottle of 12-ounce beer in here. Beer in here. Okay. The aroma. Picking up faint dark malts, like smell like dark bread crust, but the beer is pretty cold. I should have let it set out, but I did not really set right before I started this. It tastes, cheers. Very dark roasted barley malt. Not burnt, but close to it. You know, they brought it to the edge of burned. Yes, please push the like button. Don't push it twice. All right. Don't press it twice. Now, body, watery. You think Guinness is thick? It's not. It's thin bodied. It's not really a stout porter. It's more like a thin porter, but they want to call it stout. Okay, but in England, you know, they have beers on draft that's like 3.5, 3.4. So I guess over there, 4.2 is like, oh, blimey, this beer is strong. It's 4.2. Oh, really? It's strong. But I think they drink more than like 1 or 2 or 3 a day. When they go to a bar, they get kind of crazy. So what they drink like prolifically, and I think that's one reason the taverns in England and Ireland and Scotland and Wales, they serve those like 3.4s, 3.5s, because the people they don't have a good habit of saying, okay, that's enough. I won't drink anymore. All right. That's my impression. You say that's stereotyping. Yeah, that's right. That's what I'm doing right now. It's a heuristic. I'm using a heuristic to explain something. It's not really that dark roasted. It's kind of water tasting. I mean, it is dark roasted. It's not really sweet. So sweetness is like 1 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness, it's like 1 out of 5 hop cones. So I'm not getting a whole lot, but let's see what the comments say, and then I'm going to show a screen share. Cheers back to you. Stouts were designed to be breakfast beer. Breakfast beers, I thought they were designed for like people that were working on the docks. And those were called porters, and they were kind of low alcohol, you know, like 3.5. Then they made strong ones, you know, 4.2. Oh, golly. And those were the stout porters. And then they made the extra stout porters, the 5.6. When we were getting it from Canada, it was 6%. Then they had the foreign extra stout sent to like Jamaica and Africa, where the people were needed more in the heat and everything, needed more stout substance to work out on those docks. Breakfast, interesting. When water wasn't clean to drink. Yeah. Probably so. Cheers, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Hope you're having a great Sunday. Thanks, Tommy. I am. Wasn't I mean? No. All right. Yeah, wasn't I mean. He said wasn't I mean. Okay, see, when you don't put a comma, it changes the meaning of the sentence. Good day, everyone, says Michael. Good day, Michael. But let's do a, I'm not getting a lot of flavor right now. I'm going to tell you, it tastes like good water. Okay. Screen share. So the regular host, John Neely, was not able to host this morning. So he asked me to do it. Here you go. McGuire's Draft Stout. And they call it McGuire's Stout on their website. Their website's kind of like old tech looking, isn't it? Oh, that's fine. It doesn't have to be new tech. It just has to tell us what we need to know for whatever you're buying there. You don't give prices. Well, like I said, it was $6.99. A creamy, rich, and distinctively black stout. It is black with flavors of roasted malts. I did mention that. Pairs with savory dishes such as cheeseburgers or shepherd's pie. I'd like to eat both of those today. Or with rich dishes such as filet mignon with porcini mushrooms. Okay. Country of origin, USA, United Socialist America. Alcohol content, 4.2% alcohol. It's a seasonal item. There's your product code. And that's it. That's all they say. Let's get quality, low price products. Alcohol. Oh boy. White wine, rosé wine, specialty wine. Here, shop all beer. So there's all dagger, or really it's all dogger, right? All dogger, meaning they're putting the word Aldi and lager together. Ald lager, all dogger. Brecken, I reckon this is Brecken. No, Breckenbach. Yeah. Brins. Never had Brecken, never had Brins. Had all day dogger. I liked it. Holland, 1839. I liked it. Hoppin' Nomad Session IPA. I doubt I'd like it because I don't usually like session IPAs, but it might be all right. I'll give it a chance when I see it. Merchants Keep IPA. Have never tried it. Monterey Cerveza. I had it and I liked it. Werner's Gruner Pilsner. Yeah, they got that in the store right now. It just showed up. $5.99 for a 4-pack. $1.50 a can. It's a good deal for the wonderful Pilsner beer from Germany. Not a private label. You can buy it in Germany at various stores. But in the United States, Aldi got the contract to be the only ones to sell it. White Tide Belgian IPA. Yeah, it looks familiar, doesn't it? All right, so they got other ones than this. Yeah, they're just showing because there's a State of Brewing chocolate stout, which they're not showing here, but I found it somewhere on their website. That's 8%. There's a new barrel age stout that's 11%, but they're not showing it. I can't do anything about that. Yeah, I see a lot of people making phone mistakes with the not so smart phones. Hello, Jean-Pierre. Good morning to you. It's raining here. You're in Bay Minette. It's raining here too, heavy and steady. Guinness Old Fashioned Inspired Ale. Not seen it. What's in the name? 6 bottles. So wait, are there generic knockoff names actually made by normal breweries, or do they brew their own? They're made by contractors, contract breweries, like mainly a company called State of Brewing in Waunakee, Wisconsin. Yes. The Big Mick. Yeah, the Big Mick. Blade Ruin would be a great name for a beer. Yeah, Blade Ruin. Oh, Blue Ruin. Or Blade Ruin. All right. Connection is unstable. If you're on Wi-Fi, try plugging it into your router or moving closer to it. No, my internet connection is unstable all the time because ever since that 400-foot tower got built and operational right there, I'm pointing from here to the top. There's the top. So you can now use trigonometry and you can find out the height from the angle I'm at. Well, I guess you'd have to know how tall I was. All right. They started that tower, this operations tower for the sheriff's department, and it's for really the whole region. Ever since that went on, my internet connection has been unstable. Now you explain that. At least once a day, my internet will crash. it won't work. I have to reboot the computer. Comes back on, works the rest of the day. But I'm telling you, I think there's a connection. Okay. But what that connection is, I don't know. Some kind of interference through the airwaves. Even though the computer's got a hard line connection. All right. No lacing. Yeah, bready malt, but not a whole lot of flavor. So, blah, blah. I mean, not a whole lot of aroma. All right, flavor. Yeah, not a whole lot of flavor. It's mostly just water. Not bad water. It's good water. They must have good water in Waunakee, Wisconsin. They got good water in those northern states. Waunakee, Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Flint, Michigan. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Okay. All right. A little bit of the cherries that you get with Guinness. A little bit of that sour beer that you get with Guinness. And sour beer that tastes sour, not sour beer that tastes tart. Like a lot of these sours, I say, it's so sour, isn't it? I say, well, it's tart. Oh, man, I can't believe this. People say, he's doing Stout Sunday. Run, hurry, call. It's my father calling to tell me that was local high school team's 28th state championship. I'll call him back. It tastes good, but don't drink it right out the fridge. I don't mean let it warm up, but drink it kind of maybe around 50 degrees. No, I mean, let's see, comments. Medium body, semi-dry, mostly dry finish. I'm going to give it a score, but I'm going to drink it down a little bit more. Let's see. Geary says, you missed it. I wish I'd have known about those 50-cent cheeseburgers. Aldi's, yeah, you know their headquarters, Aldi USA. Aldi USA's headquarters is in Loxley, Alabama. It's just weird to see generic beer. You say, yeah, cereal. Oh, it's not that uncommon. Generic beer is pretty common. They've been doing it since probably the 1950s or 60s. They just put it under some off-the-wall label, have some contractor do it. Anheuser-Busch did it. I'll show it to you. Ever since, okay, Gary says, ever since 5G hit our area, my shortwave radio has horrid interference. See? I know I'm not stupid, you know, like it's just like in my mind. I know the connection. I go from having no internet connection problems, you know, never. They build this tower. Now it crashes once a day. I mean, you know, come on. Here's Lucky Streak. You'd be lucky if you find it. Lucky Streak beer. It's got this basic label. It's a nice looking label. Got your little hop cones. Crafted and brewed and canned by Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis, Missouri. But they don't even have it on their website. Like, they don't even acknowledge it. This was sent to me by Wayne in Pennsylvania. So it's not exactly a generic beer because Anheuser-Busch makes it, but they don't, it's like it's super duper cheap. Like it's always like 35% cheaper than any other beers. But go ahead, look and tap into your beer. I don't see it listed. Here's another. Oops. Here's one from the 70s. I never tried it. I didn't drink beer in the 70s. I drank Kool-Aid in the 70s. Here's Mr. Thrifty Beer. They would sell this in grocery stores, convenience stores. And look what it says. Brewed especially for Thrifty Discount Liquor and Wines Company. By Royal Brewing Company, New Orleans, Louisiana, 70119. So see, it doesn't say brewed by Thrifty Discount Liquor and Wines. It's brewed for them by Royal Brewing of New Orleans. And I think Royal Brewing was an alias name for Falstaff Brewing, because I never heard of Royal Brewery. I heard of the new one, but they went out of business. They were on Dowman Road. They had good beer too. But the zip code 70119, that's that mid-city, and that's where the Falstaff Brewery is. And I got a can of Falstaff, and it gives that same zip code. I mean, I kind of know the New Orleans breweries. Falstaff, oh, well, they're giving all the breweries. This is back in the 50s. Look at all the breweries, not in the 50s, the 70s. Look, 45 years ago, look at all the breweries Falstaff had. Cranston, Rhode Island, Fort Wayne, Indiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, St. Louis, Missouri, Galveston, Texas, Omaha, Nebraska, and San Francisco, California. That's how big this company was. And in 20 years, they were dead in the water, gone. They don't even make Falstaff beer. And there's a great video series on YouTube, by the way, better than this, Stout Sunday, because it's more interesting. What I mean is, it's there was a guy that worked at Falstaff Brewing, and he had a video camera, videotape recorder, those old cameras. And he worked at the Fort Wayne, Indiana Falstaff Brewery, and he found out that they were going to, it was the last one still open. He found out they were going to close it in January 1991. So he just started recording. I guess the company, they didn't care. He started recording all the operations of the brewery, testing the beer, and they showed a guy testing Falstaff beer, but he was testing Haffenreffer, private stock, the old malt liquor. So the guy goes into the finishing tank, and he's pouring in a big aluminum mug, Haffenreffer, private stock, and he's swishing it back and forth between the mugs in the video. And then he's got this little laboratory test kit at a desk, and he's testing it to make sure all the, the specific gravity and the acidity is correct. They showed how they got the yeast out of the Falstaff beer by using these spades, these shovels, and scooping it off the top of the tank into buckets. It was very antiquated. All the equipment looked like it was from the 1890s. But it's a long thing. I mean, it takes like as long as a movie to watch. And then they show the last Christmas party, and they, see people are kind of sad because they know it's going to close, and they brought all the food. All the wives brought food, and the husband. But that's one of the best videos about beer I ever watched on the internet. And they were doing everything so antiquated, so that's why, just couldn't make it. They didn't have any kind of computer equipment. But Falstaff beer was good because I drank it in the 90s. I found some, and it was really good after Pabst started making it after Falstaff closed. But yeah, look that up. Okay. Final assessment of this watery thing. Generic cereals half price of name brand. Right, they aren't half the price. They're just a little bit cheaper. Wasn't Jean. Yeah, that's what you're saying. They didn't test it out. You're probably right. They just threw it out. Do you get your good deals from the liquor store closeout section or from the weekly ads and discounts from your local store? Seems you get a lot of good deals. None of that. It's all from going in the store and just seeing something, you know. And they never advertise that stuff, you know. They just have it on the shelf. And you just be stunned when you see it. I thought I was getting a good deal getting Black Velvet Canadian whiskey. I got Black Velvet Canadian whiskey at Mathern's. I had it for $8.99. I said, I don't even like Black Velvet, but for $8.99, I'm going to like it. But it's actually better than I thought. Maybe they improved it since it got bought out. But I was feeling so high that my mouth was getting dry. And then I went back to Mathern's last week, and they had it for $7.99. And then I felt played. I said, well, I wouldn't have bought it for $8.99 if I knew they were going to drop it a whole nother $1 to $7.99. What a deal that is. But I mean, you don't know until you get it. So yeah, you just shop around on premises and you see stuff and you say, oh wow. But you got to be there. You don't know what's going to be on sale. So for every deal I'm getting, which is many, I'm probably missing out on some. But I got so much liquor now, I don't need any more deals. I don't need any more liquor. Okay. ABV on the Thrifty, they don't list it. Back in those days, they never put the alcohol. You weren't allowed to put the alcohol level on a can until 1994, actually. Little Kings, I think Little Kings is like Louis the 16th, you know. Oh, Mickey's is back in action over here, boy. They got it going on, and y'all never gonna believe what showed up at Mathern's Friday on the shelf. $5.69 a 6-pack. Pint cans. Let me repeat that. $5.69 a 6-pack. Pint cans. Oh, yeah. Check it out, y'all. I never had too much cheap vodka. Well, I have had some. I had Katz and Bestoff vodka. I had Taka vodka. I had Taka 100 proof, and I had Crown Rus vodka. Well, they tasted fine to me. They didn't have much taste, but I mean, you know, I didn't get the impression that they were bad. I was like, well, yeah, seems okay. Tastes like distilled corn or something, you know. I didn't really I didn't take issue with any of those, but I'm not a vodka person. I did not know about. Yeah, that's what I read. You know, I read it. Yeah, it wasn't even allowed until 94. Now you may, if you want to, put the ABV on a beer, a can, or a bottle, but you don't have to. Until 94, you weren't allowed to. And I think in England and Canada, it's the opposite. You must do it. See how it is with different. And when your mouth is dry, you're getting pretty high, right? Yeah, y'all caught me. Y'all always catch me. Y'all always catch me. Y'all catch my thefts. Check out McGuire's Stout. Okay, that's what I'm drinking right now, Jean. Okay, final assessment. Right, the show must go on. I'm the last of the original pioneers, JB. All the other ones have disappeared, natural or otherwise. But you know why? Y'all want to know why I'm still here? Because I always made money from our partners. Now, final assessment. Okay, I wouldn't buy it again because I don't know. I don't like paying $6.99 for 4.2%. Basically water. It has some flavor, but the flavors are they're rather neutral. This compared to Guinness 4.2 is a tragic kingdom. I mean, Gwen Stefani, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a joke. It can't make it. Is Guinness draft going to cost a lot more? Yeah. You're going to get those 4-pack cans. It's going to be almost $10. They're not even pints. You're going to get the 6-pack of the 12-ounce bottles, draft style bottles. That's going to be like $12. This was $6.99, but they're going to be way better than this. Guinness Draft is like a world-class beer. It's 100 out of 100. I said that the last time I drank it. It's a perfect beer. It's perfect. I'm telling you, there's nothing wrong. Like, it has literally no flaws. Some people say, oh, you with your Guinness. I say, oh, well, that's how I score it. It's awesome. This beer, it's not terrible. It'd be a D if it was terrible. It'd be an F if it was undrinkable. But it's, it's all right. You could drink it. I wouldn't want to. I mean, I am. I got 5 left. I'm not going to waste it. Certainly not something you would waste. Because some people are too dramatic on the internet. They're on FaceTube and YouBook. They're on there talking about, oh, I'm going to dump this out. I can't drink it. It's terrible. I'm not drinking the rest of it. I'm like, come on, man. It's Miller High Life. You telling me it's that terrible? You're going to drink all the rest of the 12-pack. You're not that much of a halloi polloi. But they'd be dramatic, I'm not going to finish it. And they're like, I don't drink terrible beers like that. I'm not used to it. And I'm thinking to myself, you ought to come hang out with me and drink Camo. Then you're going to find out what bad beer is all about. You will find out what that, if you have not drunk Axe Head or 40 Street Legal or Camo Silver Ice or Camo Black Ice or Camo 5X, you don't know what bad beer is. Don't get on here on the internet talking about, oh, I drink Michelob Ultra. It's the worst ever. I can't handle it. Oh, man, come on. Come walk in my shoes and come hang out with me, and you're going to find out what bad beer is. After you spend a weekend with me, you're going to be loving Michelob Ultra, especially that Ultra Gold organic. Haha. All right. Let's see. Last comments. Right. The show must go on. That's what Freddie Mercury said in 1991. But, oh, yeah, that's not a good thing to say. All right. I went to Denver, and I drank 2 huge pint draft, too. Now, it was awesome. Pints of Pabst Blue Ribbon at a very kind of, what you call a dive bar, a hobo bar around the corner from the beautiful Greyhound bus station. Oh, I was, woo. In a Mile High City, all right, but it was so good. It was $1 a pint. I'm not kidding. $19.99. Murphy Stout is the absolute best. It's cheap but hard to find. I know I can't find it. Best one on YouTube. Yes, I'm the last of the pioneers on Stout Sunday. He did. He really did, Jason. I'd love to see a Guinness versus Murphy's hangout. Face off too, but I gotta find Murphy's and I can't. The unthinkable, the undrinkable, it happens, JV. There is undrinkable beer, but it's hard to find. Definitely. 24-pack of Guinness Draft Nitro cans for under $27. Where do you live? In paradise? Boy, I bet every time you drink, you say, this must be just like living in paradise. Camo Black Review. Oh, yeah. You might love watching it, but I sure didn't love making it. That's right. They're saying hello to each other. You've had very few beers you couldn't at least force down. Same here. Same here. But like I said, the list I just gave, I couldn't finish the Camos. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I finished the Axe Head regretfully. Then I had post-traumatic stress disorder after that. Now I'm serious. I couldn't even keep the can. Every time I looked at the can, I grit my teeth. I threw it out. It's sad, too, because I wish I'd had the can for my collection. 40 Street Legal made my bones hurt for 3 days. 3 days. Like the bones in my body hurt for 3 days. I don't know what that was. It was terrible. Earthquake, high gravity, 12%. It didn't make me feel sick for days because it came up after 3 hours. After 3 hours, it came back out. It wasn't staying in my body. My body rejected it. It's filth. Oh, Tecate after your breakfast. Okay. Sound like a winner. Now, Total Wine and Novi. Oh, what? If someone hates hops, there are a lot of undrinkable beers these days, but I don't hate them, but I don't love them, but I know folks who can't deal. Did you say you got sick drinking those beers, like physically sick? What, Camo? No, because I didn't drink them. I threw them against the fence. Earthquake. Oh. And John, we can deal with the 10%, which is bad enough. I drank the 12% Earthquake high gravity. Oh, 24-ounce can. What a mistake. What a disaster. What a fiasco. But I didn't feel sick later that night because, like I said, after 3 hours, came back out. My body would not digest it. My body was like, hey, oh, no. Well, Craig, I don't know if I make the world a better place by making videos, but let's hope I'm at least not making it a worse place. You know what I mean? 24-ounce can. Oh, yeah. It was like $1.89 for a 24-ounce. No, it was like $1.39. No, I didn't say I was quitting. I'm just getting started. It's only been 12 years. I'm just getting started. What are you talking about quitting? What do I know for quitting? Okay, now, next, let's see, Wednesday coming up. Oh, the score, a C. Let's say a 73. This is a 73 out of 100. It's average. It's not a good beer. If it was a good beer, it would get a B. But it is hardly close to that. All right. They do quit. Now, Billy beer. I knew about it. Never had it. It came out when I was, a kid. I didn't drink beer then. I just remember it. I wouldn't drink that. No, don't even think about it. Beer does not hold up. Now, we got beers for the holidays coming up this Wednesday, the 12th, 13th, 14th, the 14th. Wednesday the 21st, beers for the holidays. Wednesday the 28th, beers for the holidays. So we got 3 different Wednesdays at 7:20 Eastern time, maybe 7:30 if we're running late. Beers for the holidays. I got my Abita Christmas ale. I got my office party stout. I had my New Belgium holiday ale. So what are you going to bring? Oh, don't be a quitter. All right. Yeah, I know the pack. Yeah. That's like taking it right to the edge of trademark violation, right? Quite, but close. Sometimes they do get sued. Depends who they're trying to play with. Beer, maybe a year. If it's an imperial stout, 12%, you could go 2 or 3, 4, 5, 7 years. But I've tried those extra age imperial stouts that I kept in a cellar, so to speak. And you know what they tasted like to me? Really? Old beer. And I don't want to taste something that tastes old and worn out. So I'm gonna let all these other people age all these beers and do these vertical videos. Say I'm doing a vertical, and they take, and you can't really follow the video. It's like you can't keep up because they're like, I have 9 different vintages of Goose Island Bourbon County brand stout. And, you know, they're like 14.1, 14.3, 14.2, 13.9. And they got them all lined up, and they start pouring them. And they're like, this one tastes like this. This one tastes like that. And 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 this one tastes like this. And this one tastes like that. And this one tastes like this. And going back to this. And going back to that. And this variable. And that variable. And this variable. And that variable. And all these variables. And this variable. And it's just like, and it's like, what am I watching? You know, what does this tell me? No, I can't stand those kind of videos. I'll watch them and I'll just be shaking my head, pulling my hair out. I'd rather they just take one thing and they review it. It's like these other ones where they'll say, we're going to do all these Christmas beers today. And they got like 11 Christmas beers lined up. We got 11 Christmas beers lined up. What do you say, Kit Kat? Oh, yeah, we're going to look at them. Oh, ha, ha. That's what she said. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, you're so funny. I'm funny, too. All right, let's do the video. Wow, wow. And it's like, whew, this is bad content. And then they'll go through each one. Well, this one from Breckenridge, it tastes spicy and bready. Oh, boy. Let me tell you. Oh, I had an uncle. He did this. He did that. And all the other things. And they go through each. By the time you get to the end of the video, you're like mind boggled. Your mind is totally boggled. And I don't see the point of it. And I'm not doing it. All right. This Friday coming up, we got Fandango Friday liquors and or liqueurs. Then I got some whiskey, at dawn when the sun is not even up. I'm doing the whiskey taste challenges. I'm dealing with blended whiskey right now for good or ill, maybe more for ill, this American blended whiskey, but I'm still going through it. Not saying I'm recommending it, but I'm going through it, But if anybody wants to see what I got coming up for the next bourbon, I'll show you. If not, I'm going to shut off Stout Sunday, and we'll just come back next week. So let me know now, or we'll just shut it off, and I'll go do something else. I got things to do. Okay. Yeah. You see, I wouldn't drink those old things. I mean, I would, but I wouldn't enjoy them. Stone Keystone. Yeah, that was a joke. Anybody in their mind, nobody on this planet thought that Keystone Light or Keystone Ice was Stone beer. Yeah, don't let it collect us. Bring the cannolis. I thought he said take the cannolis, but I don't know. I haven't seen. Morning, have you ever tried any of the Clown Shoes 12 beers of Christmas? No, I haven't. Sure. I want to see. Yep. Okay. All right. Okay. I'll be right back. I knew a lady from Chicago. She would have said, "I'm coming right back." And then she would say, "We're going to the movies. Are you coming with?" I'd say, "Coming with what? Money? A good attitude? A good outlook? What does that mean? Are you coming with?" All right. Anyway, don't tease me now. Royal Glare, Royal Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Oh man. And it's royal blue too. First I thought it was black, but with this good lighting from the computer monitor, it's blue, royal blue. That's pretty clever. And it's got a crown. It says finest quality. Oh, really? I find that amazing because I paid $5.99 for this bottle. And it's bourbon Kentucky. And I bought this in Houston, Texas. Yeah, in the 5th Ward. And I could tell you exactly what store and everything, but I guess that wouldn't matter to this video. But when I saw this, I said, bourbon whiskey with natural flavors. And I'm thinking to myself, I thought bourbon whiskey couldn't have flavors added. I know blended bourbon can. So is this a blended bourbon? Well, don't even think about looking up a website because that ain't going to happen. You ain't going to find it. Bottled by Kentucky Distilling Company, Bardstown, Kentucky. Well, when I saw this little crest, I knew it was Heaven Hill. I said, what is Heaven Hill putting on the market to sell in Houston, Texas? But I had to buy Royal Bourbon. And the two ladies that were running the store are very nice. I guess they own it. I bought 3 different products there. I bought a rum, a gold rum, a silver rum, and they were at $5.89, and that is the truth. And this full-size bottle of Royal Bourbon with natural flavors for $5.99. I said, oh, what is the world coming to? All right. So I got to review that now. Wish me the best. It might be all right, but I got a feeling it's going to be, ooh, okay. It's going to be, ooh, crazy. You know, it might have been $7.99 now that I think of it. I think it was $7.99, and I think the Calypso Gold rum and the Calypso Silver rum was $5.89. Still in all, the whole thing was so cheap. It was like a joke, you know. You'll be there for Stout Sunday. You're not here. I'm alone. I'm doing this alone with no help, no partners. How you think I feel out here by myself, being embarrassed in front of the whole internet world? Okay, Jean, I'll see you next Sunday, and I'm going to have that other Aldi stout that I bought. No Keystone Ice ain't back. Founders Imperial Stout soon. Oh, boy, I missed those. That was the best stout I ever had. Basically. Heard Sapporo bought out Stone. Yeah, I believe it. That's right. Getting some holiday beers. Yeah, dangling prepositional phrases. We're going to the movies. Are you coming with? I never heard a speech pattern like that before, so I was like looking at Meg like, what? Are you coming with? Now, where does he find these whiskeys? Man, oh, I find them in the most obscure places. And I can tell you the store if anybody pins me down, just to get, we don't have time right now, but get with me privately. I'll tell you the store. That was in May of this year I bought it. Now, is Calypso rum rare? No, it's not rare. It's common, but it's not common for $5.89 a bottle. I got it for a very uncommonly low price. Better believe it's a great deal. You don't typically see bourbon for $7.99 a bottle, but the question is it worth drinking? Well, we're going to find out soon. Okay, y'all take care now. You should make a video just talking about the best deals you ever found. Oh, no, people would say I'm trying to show off, you know. But I have gotten some great deals. Man, hard to believe. It's really hard to believe. All right, we all take care. Sorry that this stout today for Stout Sunday was kind of a bomb. You know, not good, but that's the way it goes, I suppose. Y'all take care too. Peace be with you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a good Sunday now. Look at this shirt. Can't get it straight. Okay. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Oh, you're welcome. Y'all take care. Bye-bye, everybody.